That's what it was. I don't know.
Oh God. Just gonna test that real quick. I was gonna say, please say something dumb. All right, that's a bit loud there.
Is it gonna be a problem?
Is what? Equalizing it? No.
Oh, you got rid of the fly.
It's one button. Yeah, I cleaned up the fly. He's gone. I also cleaned up the Ben & Jerry's.
Guys, he cleaned up the fly and the Ben & Jerry's.
Wait, let me close the door.
It's gonna be so hot in here. Oh my God!
Thank you for joining us for episode 3 of Hot Speed. It is currently 90 goddamn degrees outside.
Hot.
The thermostat in our house said 77 last time I looked at it, like half an hour ago. So on the second floor where we're recording, it's probably like 83 degrees.
Yeah, that sounds cold.
I was sitting in here earlier and I was about to drop dead.
Yeah, no, last night, so whenever I watch a movie at night, I'll sit in my pillow sack and I sit about 3 feet from a fan pointed right at me. And guys, let me tell you, it doesn't help. It does not matter what speed the fan is on. It doesn't matter how cold it is outside. If I have the windows open, it's still hot as fuck.
That's why I, for the past few summers, have just slept without a fan. I just sleep in painful death heat.
No. I could never. Oh my God.
Dude, I think it took me till the middle of the summer last year to bring a fan up here.
Jesus Christ.
Because I was just lazy. I was like,
yeah.
It's in the basement.
I'd be like that though.
I go up and down stairs every day, but I couldn't possibly go up and down 2 sets of stairs.
I was lazy, but the opposite. I brought a fan up immediately when it got hot, but I didn't bring it back downstairs until December. So,
well, of course.
Yeah.
So you were lazy about the opposite.
Yeah.
What needs to happen is you just give me the fan.
Nope. In the middle of December, you want a fan in your room?
Yes, because then it's in here when summer hits. Because I
I
won't have moved it.
But then I'll take it.
Oh. I'm going to nail it to the ground.
Good luck. Well, anyway, thank you everybody for coming back. Number 3.
Yeah, number 3.
Oh
totally not the 5th episode we've recorded, and only the 3rd that will be released.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I wanted to open up this episode. Start doing every episode opening with the some comments from our viewers, our listeners, if you will. You know, people that listen to it.
Listeners.
And some fact checks that we get.
People listen to this?
Dude, yeah. People that we know.
Whoa.
And some guy in Germany, I guess.
Some guy.
Shout out to you.
Yeah, thanks.
If you're listening to this one, shout out to you. Send us an email somehow.
Whatever German
or leave a comment on YouTube. I don't know. Whatever German is.
Yeah.
All right, he's not listening anymore. He or she or they.
But yeah, I think it's a great idea to get us a fact check, because I haven't heard shit about this, but apparently we're dumb.
We're slightly stupid.
Just
I want to start with. I'm not going to say his name. I don't know.
Marty.
No, not Marty.
Oh.
My old manager texted me this week after listening to episode 2. I don't know if I'm sure he could not give a fuck if I said his name. I'm just going to not. I saw his text again and I was like, oh, I'm going to read this first. His
Can't wait for this.
The first thing he said was, I'm trademarking weaponized peppers in case I decide to start a punk band and need a name.
Weaponized peppers.
I agree. His second comment was directly towards how awful you are.
Me?
And I quote, Logan's gummy Skittles / general opinions on candy angered me so much that if I heard 2 people having that conversation in public, I would leave the area immediately. If I was at the dentist getting a root canal and the doctor was having that conversation with the assistant, I would get out of the chair mid-surgery and leave.
Oh no, what was the problem?
You said Skittles aren't that good. You said lemon Skittles suck, which are both
Listen.
lukewarm takes, if you will.
I like Skittles. Okay, they're good, but I would never. Okay, 99 out of 100 times, I would not be at 7-Eleven going, you know what? I could really use a bag of Skittles. That's what I meant by they're not, because I've never in my life talked to somebody and be like, you know what? You happen to have any Skittles at home?
Skittles are pretty good.
Can you give me some?
If I'm walking past a vending machine, I'm like, I want some candy. I'll get a little pack of Skittles.
How often are you by the vending machine?
Only when I go up north and we stop in Portland to take a piss and I glance.
That's the 100 out of 100th time.
Yeah,
that's the last time is when we're stopped in Portland to take a piss, and there's Skittles in the vending machine.
Or at school, which I've not been to in over a year.
Okay,
and I walk past that vending machine.
Fine, 98 out of 100 times.
Skittles.
But also I would just get something else from the vending machine.
Fine.
Okay.
Skittles.
And the yellow one sucked. I'm not gonna
Nah.
lie. Yellow Skittles not that good.
Yellow Skittles are okay. Like I said, tastes like candy.
I mean, fine. I have a friend that likes yellow. Before she even listened to episode 2, she ate some gummy Skittles, and the first thing she texted me was, "Oh, dude, the yellow ones are so good." And I was like, "No way." I thought she was yanking my fucking chain, but nope, she's just a heathen.
You gotta quit shaking the table, man.
Oh, sorry, I can't.
Until I get a table that doesn't shake, just quit touching it.
I think I have something going on in my brain that doesn't let me stop. So
you got a little, got a little man dancing in your brain.
Man dancing.
Okay.
Was that the factual inaccuracy?
No.
Oh shit.
So we have a guardian angel who I think is going to become our fact checker, our friend Marty, who is actually in the
unaired pilot.
I was going to say the pilot that we will probably upload in 10 years.
Exactly.
Let me see what I wrote down. Oh, he called me to talk to me about this.
Oh,
no,
God.
Actually, no. He did text me. Angrily.
What's the problem, Marty?
Accusing us of fake news starting, misinformation causing, lie making. He was not calling us truthers, if you will. The first thing he pointed out was a mistake that I made in recalling the plot of our beloved heist movie Baby Driver. I claimed that Baby Driver doesn't go to jail, and that made the movie stupid. He does go to jail.
Really?
He gets sentenced to 25 years with a possibility of 5 years parole after all the characters testify that he's a good boy. He's a good little boy. The end of the movie is him getting off after 5 years on parole and going and hanging out with what's her name, Deborah?
Sure.
The hot waitress?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Let me tell you.
Oh, Logan doesn't give a fuck about Baby Driver.
Yeah, here's
anyway.
2 things that you should know about me. Number 1, the movie was so forgettable that I didn't even remember he went to jail. That's why I did not fact check you.
No, it was so good.
It was good, but I forgot. I couldn't tell you any of the characters' names except for Baby. And that's only because his name's in the fucking.
It's hard to remember characters' names when you look at them and you think of them as the actor.
Yes.
Like sometimes the actor takes over. Like Kevin Spacey, John Bernthal, John Hamm, Jamie Foxx.
John Hamm was in that movie?
Yeah, John Hamm was awesome in that movie.
What?
He had his fucking girlfriend. I don't remember who the girlfriend was.
Maybe I will rewatch it.
It's a good movie.
Okay, but number
It's a
2,
fun movie.
I don't give enough a fuck about it to like even give a shit.
What to notice?
Marty texted me. He's like, "You talking shit about Baby Driver?" I was like,
yeah, he texted me that too.
Yeah,
dude, we'll have a whole 40 minutes that we won't upload of him like pissing on you about how you don't like Baby Driver.
All right, guys, here is me agreeing to rewatch Baby Driver in the coming weeks so I can discuss it next time.
Watch it. We'll talk about it some other time. Yeah.
Not now.
Okay.
Though. Fuck off.
Next thing.
What did I do?
Is something that you said. Let me look through my notes here.
I'm used to it.
You stated that Chris D'Elia was out of the hot water and in Army of the Dead.
It said that he was listed as a cast.
Okay.
So
he is not in the final edit of Army of the Dead.
Oh.
I don't
feel bad about that.
Okay. I looked up when he got removed from the movie because we filmed the last podcast a while ago. Because maybe you were right when you said it and then he got removed after that, but before we released the episode? No. The movie wrapped filming last spring. He got accused of sexual misconduct by multiple women in June last year, 2020, and he was replaced digitally in the movie in August of last year.
Wow.
So,
I mean, to be fair, when I looked it up, I also don't use anything but like Google. Like I'll Google Army of the Dead cast and then whoever pops up. So I just saw Chris D'Elia and I was like, weird. And I didn't give a fuck about rewatching.
Marty told me and I looked up immediately and he wasn't in the list.
Really?
So maybe it updated before that, but I'm like...
Maybe, because it was just about to be released. So they may have just like double checked and scrubbed it or something to fix it. Whatever. I don't feel bad. I thought you were going to tell me I said something that just like was completely not true.
But if Marty made a big deal out of it. He was like, first of all, he does go to jail. And second of all, Chris D'Elia is not in Army of the Dead. So I don't know what you're talking about.
All right, Marty.
I looked it up. I'm okay, who is in it? And I found out Zack Snyder was like, no. We're not having this guy.
Yeah.
Who was not even, he wasn't, I don't think it was even proven that he did anything. He denied it. But, when somebody enough people accuse you.
You're gone.
You're gone.
You're
Get the fuck out of here. So, famous comedian, actor, fellow podcaster, and asshole extraordinaire, Chris D'Elia, was digitally removed from Army of the Dead and replaced by famous comedian, actress, fellow podcaster, and cool lesbian extraordinaire Tig Notaro.
Cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
I barely know anything about her. When I looked this up, I friggin' looked up her stand up. She has a whole bit about when she survived breast cancer, and she made it funny as fuck.
Okay, bet.
So that makes me excited to see her in Army of the Dead.
Yes.
So, I don't know. It even said in an interview, Zack Snyder was like, "Yeah, I like her better than Crystalia." It's like, fuck you, Crystalia.
I guess needless to
God.
say, Marty, keep it up. I think, Marty, we're going to start off every episode like this.
Oh yeah, please.
With whatever fact check. Anybody
Like,
can fact check
I want to
us.
hear about people fact checking us. I want to hear people's comments, and not just our friends.
Yes.
Like if you're watching on YouTube, leave a comment, man.
Or
I want to hear how dumb we are.
Instagram.
That's funny.
Get it all.
DM us on Instagram, comment in our Instagram post. Absolutely. We'll
we
plug
fuck
that
up,
shit at
let
the
us
end.
know,
You know what?
man.
I'll plug it right now. YouTube.com. You know what?
Uh-huh.
It's not /Oddspeed. It's not. It's a bunch of gobbledygook. Look up
Gobbledygook.
Oddspeed on YouTube or Instagram at Oddspeed. It's spelled
That'll
the
be
way
the
that you're
quickest way
looking
to
at
reach
it on
us.
your phone, or wherever you're listening to it.
Yes.
ODDSPEED.
Yes.
So,
Wow.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Fuck
you, know,
you, Crystalia. Hashtag fuck you, Crystalia. Hashtag thank you, Ahmed.
I think it's Crystalia.
I don't think it matters.
I don't really give a fuck.
I don't care.
I just look at him and I'm like, I don't like you.
Neck beard.
I don't even know. Like before I knew that, he was like, he seems like a dickhead.
You could tell.
I don't
You
know.
could just tell.
So, have you done anything this week, Logan? I have some news for you, but we'll shoot the shit a little bit first.
I mean, to be honest with you, I've done nothing. I watched a lot of movies. Of
course.
We'll get to that in a little bit. That's
Like
just
usual.
like my thing.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, yeah, because we scrapped that last episode where we talked a lot about movies.
All we
so,
talked about was movies. It was like, I don't know.
I guess I'll give you my quick spiel now, and we'll come back to it in a little bit. Basically, everybody, I am on a hunt to watch every movie that exists. That's just how it's going to be. There's no 1, 2, 3 about it.
Gotta watch them all.
Gotta watch them all. That's
I must see all of them.
Yeah, if you don't use Letterboxd, Letterboxd, you should if you're into movies. It's a really great platform to rate them. You can follow your friends. Follow me at Stuffy Muffin, STUFYMUFIN. Stuffy Muffin.
Disclaimer: Oddspeed is not sponsored by Letterboxd
No, they are not. Probably never will be. But
or Army of the Dead.
Letterboxd, if you're hearing this, hit us up because I fucking love you. You
Hit us
rock.
up. It'll take a year for you to see this. Hit us
Yes.
up.
Yeah, but in
Yeah.
short, I love Letterboxd. My buddy, my childhood buddy, actually showed me, you know him, and he showed me Letterboxd, and he was just like, yeah, just like whenever you watch a movie, cool. And I now have since mid-January, which to let you know, we're recording this late May of 2021, so it's been about 4.5 months. I have watched 139 movies since then.
That's insanity.
So I have 640 movies on there right now, and it's ever growing. So that's what I do with my free time. Period. That's just how it goes.
All I do is work and go to class.
All I do is work, no matter what.
Jesus Christ.
And I also go to class, but I like to go to class or whatever.
All I do is get the podcast copyright striked.
Yeah, I believe it. I see you in class, dog.
What the fuck have I been doing? I had something that I did that I was going to talk about, but I already fucking forgot about it because it probably wasn't that interesting.
Never.
I'm going to give you the weekly little news bit.
Let me get the breakdown.
This news was brought to you by Marty as well.
Of course.
He texted me this and he was like, "You have to talk about this on the podcast."
Marty, you want to sponsor this episode?
The city of Shoto.
Can you spell it?
I feel like it's not actually called Shoto. I don't know why I wrote that. The city of Noto, Japan.
The shitty.
No.
The shitty of Noto.
Noto, Japan spent $230,000 worth of COVID relief money on, I want you to guess what it is. It's 3 words. Hazard a guess for me. You will never guess what this is.
I'm going to say ear cleaning tools. I like to clean your ears.
Would you like to know what they spent
I
that
would
money on?
love to.
Giant squid statue.
Oh my God, I heard about this. Oh my God.
Really?
I did. I heard about it in passing. It was just like the headline on like a Daily Mail article, and I was like, I don't want to fucking read this, so I didn't.
They fucking bought a 43-foot statue of a squid that they put outside of a squid restaurant and a tourism center that they built. And when this like made news, everybody, of course, like on Twitter and like wherever, were like, why would you do this? You spent $230,000 in a pandemic on
What
a
is it
fucking
made
statue.
of?
I don't know.
Marble?
Metal? The marble squid.
Can you imagine?
I don't know. The article I read did not say what material the squid was made out
Solid
of.
fucking gold.
It's solid gold.
How big is it?
It's 43 feet long.
What?
Yes. It's I said a giant squid statue.
I guess I just didn't think about the word giant and what it
Giant
means,
squid statue.
the connotation, the weight it holds.
Release
literally.
the Kraken. Yes.
Release the
I think the
Kraken.
article said it was like 4 or something tons. So it's probably metal.
Oh my God. Yeah, it's
not, they don't have a fucking paper mache squid.
Do you have a picture of it?
Sitting outside. Looking further, they interviewed like a town official, and this one town got like $6.2 million in federal aid.
I found it.
So that it's not like they spent all of their money on fucking, yeah, it's fucking awesome.
Holy shit.
They spent $2.5 million on infection control measures, and they spent like 1.3 on economic recovery stuff. But I did some math, Logan.
Oh yeah.
That's all they said that they spent. Listen, that's like, there's like $2.4 million missing from that.
Squids.
I was going to say $230,000. That's about a tenth of the missing money.
There's 9
So
more squids.
they're either going to build 9 more squids, or they're going to build one squid that is 9 times larger, about like 390 feet long. That is the Kraken right there.
Did you notice that you can like get inside of the statue?
What? I saw that there was a hole in it.
Yeah, you can go like inside. Apparently, this little girl's like crawling.
Oh,
in
so they've not only built public art, but a homeless shelter.
Yeah,
what a great investment
for infants.
For infants.
Homeless infants in
Hey,
a squid.
Mom, I'm gonna get eaten by this squid.
And then you never see them again.
They're going. They don't fucking come out. Fucking $230,000.
I mean, it looks like it's made of like ceramic.
What a waste of. How big of a fucking kiln do you have to put that in? What?
I mean, yeah.
Dude, you give me 230. I would move out of mom and dad's house. I would buy lots of action figures. I would donate a lot of it to charities.
Uh-huh.
And I would spend the rest on GameStop shares.
Jesus Christ.
I've already done more good than one of that squid's tentacles for myself and others.
Bro, speaking of stocks, at work today, I work in sales, everybody, and I talked to this guy. He was like, it was crazy. He kind of looked like you, but like more like squirrely. You know, because like you at least can carry on a conversation. Not to say this guy couldn't. Like he was a nice kid, whatever. He was a freshman at the school that we go to, and he
really?
He just kind of looked like nerdy.
So he's also
he
was a child.
Yeah, he's a freshman.
Wait, freshman
At the college we go
dude,
to.
my brain is stuck in the past. I thought you were talking about high school.
Oh Jesus, that was.
I was
5
like, okay,
years
so you were
ago.
talking to a child.
No.
I'm
He
sorry.
must have been 18 or so.
He's a freshman in college.
I want you to imagine me with just somebody kind of with not if you just like glance at me, maybe when I was like 17. Think about glancing at me when I'm 17. I just kind of like I didn't really have it all together. It's kind of a weird.
You had some
looking.
you,
Maybe a
you
little
had
bit,
some
maybe 15.
nerd hair,
nerd hair, and I
fully
just like
shaven.
you're
kinda looked
not
like a
threatened
goon.
by me. Exactly, I look like a
Not
goon.
threatened.
So think about me, but think about me wearing a very thick gold chain, a very thick platinum chain,
What?
a gold chain around my wrist, wearing Oakleys inside with Gucci sunglasses hanging from my chain. I want to think about that. And I was like, this ought to be good.
This is somebody that I would want to watch like trip on a step.
Yeah,
and
well,
then
no, because
fall.
like he was a really nice guy. Like he wasn't particularly like
What?
rude or anything. He just obviously knew
this character that you've designed does not sound like a good guy.
No. He
Sounds like an asshole.
He was very polite. He just I could
God.
tell that he just like he got money from somewhere.
Huh.
I didn't know where. And I was like, well, let's figure it out. You know, I did not ask him anything. Let me just disclaimer. I did not ask him about his finances. I just had an inkling. And my job is to talk to people. So I was talking to him and he was very open about, I just made $80,000 from Dogecoin. And I was like, no way!
Fuck
80
yes.
grand.
Dude, okay. I love this kid is my hero now.
He was like, I'm gonna save some of it, but like I move into an apartment next year, so like I'm gonna need a bunch of stuff, and like I've just decided to splurge now. So like whatever price tag you're about to tell me, I'm not worried about it. And I was like, holy shit. That is the life, bro. He was like missing his upper lip. It was crazy. He's clearly been through some shit.
Damn.
He probably got bullied, I'm guessing. Like he just had the demeanor of like he's been bullied, so he doesn't want to bully somebody else. You know, you can tell.
And then I bullied him just now.
Yeah, I bullied him too. When he first walked in, I was like, no way. Who's this joker? But no, he was a nice guy. He was very like He asked me like, well, like, what are you going to school for? Oh yeah, I'm going to school for this. Like, he could hold a conversation. He was just kind of squirrely about it, which is fine.
It's just this like super nice, shy guy that's dressed like Kanye West.
Yes, but he was the weird thing was he was wearing like the chains and everything.
Yeah.
But then he had like a brown T-shirt on. From like
Just because he's like,
because he didn't need to.
He doesn't know how to
clothes.
accessorize.
Yes, he just was like, oh well, I've always wanted chains, so I guess I'll just add chains to whatever outfit I have.
I'm gonna buy this expensive beach chair that's in my apartment.
Yeah, he had like
that's funny.
He basically had his brown Hollister
weird.
shirt. He had some Billabong shorts, and he was wearing like, I don't know, like off brand Yeezys. I'm not a shoe fiend, everybody, so I'm sure that they were probably really expensive.
He's got his like hat sideways.
He did not have a hat on.
He had a microphone in his hand.
Though. Exactly. Wick word, you know.
Oh no.
No, sorry. Yeah, so that was whack though.
Is that what he said? That sounds like something he would say.
That's whack.
Yo, dog, that's whack.
No, that's something I say though. Like straight up. Oh, there goes the table
Bro,
again.
you fucking idiot.
Sorry.
Are you? How close are you sitting to the
so
table?
So close, always.
Quit doing
I'm
that.
Long.
I gotta edit that out.
Yeah. Okay. So please don't edit it out. It's funny though.
Yeah. Good point.
But yeah, so that was what happened to me today.
Oh my god. I guess the most like recent like little adventure I went on is I went to like the fucking city fair on Sunday.
I still want to go to that.
Me and my friends, somebody brought up that there was a carnival going on in like a fucking strip mall parking lot.
It's crazy.
And I was like, oh, and they were like elephant ears. I was like, fuck yeah, elephant ears.
That's the best shit in the world,
dude.
Everybody.
You know what's good? Cinnamon sugar on top of just fried dough.
Do you want to go there after this?
I am not going. I cannot.
I
Logan, here's the thing, Logan. We got there. We all walk up to the fucking fair. We first got in line to get like corn dogs and shit. I got a foot-long corn dog.
Ooh.
That shit was divine.
God, we should go.
There were like 6 picnic tables, and they had signs up going, you have to sit at a picnic table to eat. You can't just take your mask off and eat. I'm like, we're outside. Fuck this.
Yeah.
We go back to our car. We walk out. It's like not that big of a parking lot. There's like half the parking lot is for parking, and then the rest of it is the carnival. We go back to our cars. We just kind of sit on our cars. I have just a little bowl of mustard that I'm dipping the corn dog in, and then I get halfway down, and it's just the stick, and I can't dip it in the bowl. I'm like, fuck, this was a waste. I dump like half of the rest on the corn dog, and I just start eating it. I put the bowl of the mustard onto my car, and I'm also leaning on the car, and the mustard is right next to my butt.
Oh, no.
And I'm eating my corn dog. I finish it, and somebody's like, Tyler, no, the mustard, and it fucking falls onto the parking lot.
No.
It falls onto the pavement. It spills all around me. I like dance around it. I just didn't react. It bounced all around my nice little my dirty white Converse. It didn't get on them at all. It was just like in a fucking circle around me. I was like, I'm invincible. I said that. I was like, I cannot be stopped.
Nobody.
I picked it all up, and then one of our friends was done with her shit. I took her shit, and it was just fucking covered in mustard and ketchup. I was like, fuck you.
Disgusting.
Both sides of her fucking napkins and her like shit was covered in condiments. I'm like, how the fuck did you make such a mess?
Oh.
I just avoided getting fucked by mustard, and then I got it all over my hand, which is much fucking worse.
Yeah.
We're in a parking lot. There's no place to wash my fucking hands. So she gave me some hand sanitizer, and I just kind of like, I sanitized the mustard and ketchup that's on my hand, and then it's still there, now. And it's dry and gross. And I'm like, eh. So I just walked around like my hand was paralyzed the rest of the time. I'm like, ew, this is fucking disgusting. Ew. And we're like, all right, we're kind of full. We just kind of fuck around the carnival a little bit, you know. Yeah. We see like this. We just like make fun of people that are on rides. We didn't get on any of the rides because like there was this dumb kid that was on the like 1001 Nights with like half a shirt on, was looking at her phone the entire time. She was like slightly emoting every time she fucking got spun around, and she's just staring at her phone the entire time. Like, all of us, we were standing there, we were like, dude, I hope she fucking drops her phone. Please drop your phone, you dumb little kid.
To see that shit.
We got to a point, we were next to the Sphinx ride, watching people play that rigged ass basketball hoop game, and then somebody suddenly is like, oh, that girl threw up. We fucking turn around.
No way.
And there's this chick just standing over a puddle of vomit. I'm like, no! Why did I have to look at that? And we just fucking walk away.
Yeah, that's nasty.
And then eventually, I got my elephant ear.
Oh, good.
We got elephant ears. And then finally, Marty shows up.
Marty!
After we've been there for like half an hour to an hour. I'm eating my elephant ear. I've gotten like through half of it. My other friend that got an elephant ear eats like 3 bites of it. She's also got like deep fried Oreos. I eat one of those. I'm like,
I've never had one of those.
oh, those are fucking delicious.
What?
It just destroys. It melts the Oreo.
Cool. That's what's up.
Like, think of an Oreo that is a smoothie that is hot.
Gross.
So I eat so much of the elephant ear. This shit's doughy.
Doughy.
And of course, elephant ears are fucking covered in sugar and cinnamon. And I got 2/3 of the way through it. I'm like, this is.
You can't finish one?
I want to die.
All the shit you can eat, and you can't finish one?
Logan, I had already eaten a foot-long corn dog, and I had a full breakfast like a few hours prior.
All right.
I had to sit down on the curb in the parking lot to continue to eat it. I was like dying the whole way through. I'm like, I can't, but it's so good, and I finished it.
This reminds me of a while ago. My best friend and I, it's okay. There, I guess context. There's this place in our town that a lot of you will know. It's called the Hills City Grill. It's just a pretty standard, like it's like a family restaurant, whatever.
I've been there once. It's good.
Yeah, it's good. I mean, I used to go there all the time. I had a friend who worked there. Like, they have a pretty good menu. Their food is great, like whatever. And they have this thing called the Brownie Skillet.
It sounds like something I would like to try.
Oh, it's so good. So they get you a skillet, right? I want you to imagine just like a fucking frying pan. Kind of, it's about the size of, maybe as big around as like a little bit smaller than like a volleyball, like in terms of like circumference. So it's a good sized skillet, but they have a huge brownie mounted with vanilla ice cream and like whipped cream. And I'm like, sheesh. Well, so I'm just going to say her name because I know she's not going to fuck. Lauren, my best friend, she is not like a huge sweets person. You know, like she'll eat sweets, like we'll have cake for her birthday or whatever, you know. But she was sitting there one day and she was like, you know what I could really go for? And I was like, girl, what? A brownie skillet. And I have a huge sweet tooth, probably the biggest sweet tooth out of anybody that I know. And I think you might be able to agree with that.
Yes.
Cool. And I was like, dog, you do not have to tell me twice. Like, let's go fucking get it. And, you know, we go in, and usually we go in like for dinner, and then we'll get the brownie skillet after. But this time it was like 11 o'clock and p.m. and we just wanted the brownie skillet. I ordered a fucking glass of milk with it from a restaurant, which is weird. I've never done that before. And we get like I said, Lauren does not have a huge sweet tooth. So she takes, let's say if it's a total of like a 20 bite thing, you know, like she takes like 4 or 5 bites. And she's like, yeah. But I'm not going to let this thing go to waste because somebody made this brownie skillet just for me because I ordered it. So I finished it. And a couple of our other friends show up after we're done. They're like, hey, what's up? Cool. Blah, 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 blah. And I was like, oh, cool. Yeah, I'll be right back. Like right as we were going to leave, like, oh, I'm just going to go pee. And I did not have to pee. I had to throw up. So I went into the bathroom and like hurled this brownie skillet up, and I was like, no, the brownie skillet. It's gone.
It was wasted.
Well, so they were like waiting in the car, you know, I came out, like the bill was already paid and everything, and I leave, and Lauren was like, you were in there a while, you good? I was like, oh yeah, I'm good. There was just a line. And she was like, okay.
Fucking lightweight.
No, exactly. Because like, it's just a lot of food. I wish our buddies would have gotten there earlier to like help us eat it. Well, Jesus. It's like, I don't know, almost a year later probably. I haven't had a brownie skillet since, and like we're at the Hills and Lauren's like, oh, we should get a brownie skillet. I was like, yeah, maybe I won't throw up this time. And like the table like shuts up and they're like, what? And I was like, what do you mean? They're like, what do you mean this time? And I was like, you don't remember last time I threw up eating a, and she's like, you did not tell me that.
You didn't tell them.
No, I forgot I didn't tell anybody. It's just not, I don't know if I want to go around spreading rumors about how I threw up in the Hill City Grill bathroom. You know, it just doesn't feel right to me. But needless to say, we got another one. So
you animal.
Yeah, it was really good,
dude.
I don't regret it.
Every time I like think about eating food that's like fast food or going out and eating food
every day,
I always just bite off more than I can chew.
I know.
Anytime we go to grandma's house,
yeah,
I will eat as much as I can eat and then more, and then I will just not interact with the family the entire rest of the time I'm there because I'm too busy thinking about how I'm probably going to have a heart attack. I'm like, oh, these mashed potatoes are so good. I'm going to eat my weight in them now.
Bro, it's like when we were going home from the Panic at the Disco concert, we stopped at McDonald's and I got a couple of the like McDonald's cherry pies.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, like I could, cause I always get like a double cheeseburger and like some fries or whatever. And I was like, I'll try some of these cherry pies. And guys, listen, if you ever have a chance to get a pie from McDonald's, Don't fucking do it. Don't get their pies. Cherry pie, apple pie. Actually, I'm sorry. It was an apple pie. They're doing cherry pies now.
We need to be correct, Logan.
Sorry, I don't want to get
facts.
fucking fact checked by Marty.
Marty's going to find out that you were wrong.
And guys, when I tell you I've never felt so just fucking sick, I felt like somebody was inside of my stomach, like ripping me apart from the inside.
I don't even remember this.
I didn't tell anybody. I make a habit out of just keeping my fucking mouth shut when I'm going through shit because it was painful. It wasn't just like, oh, this is gross. I ate both of them because they were fine. Kind of like the orange Skittles are fine. I just ate them. But they destroyed me. It's not like I had a bad shit after. Nothing of note happened after my stomach problems, but I had 45 minutes of just oh my god.
Like somebody shot you in the abdomen with a cannon.
Yes.
That had an apple pie in it.
Exactly. Dude, that whole concert experience.
That night, what a wild night.
Insane.
Oh no.
We're driving, my buddy from high school that Tyler happened to know, was riding with us, and
It's her and somebody else.
Yeah, I don't remember who else it was. Sorry, if you're listening to this. I mean, you can say cut it out.
Or boop.
Oh, yeah. Well, so Tyler drove.
Okay, listen.
And we each have a story to tell about this.
You can talk about my shortcoming, and I will talk about your shortcoming.
So
we're going to talk about the journey to the concert, not talk about the concert, and then talk about the journey.
Well, I got to talk about the concert because something happened to me at the concert that is one of the best things that's ever happened to me in my life.
Okay, feel free to continue.
Let's just walk through the night. So we leave, we live about, 20 minutes.
Would have been safer if we walked.
It would have been safer if we walked. My buddy, so we were eating before. Okay, we had to grab some food on the way there. And my buddy, we will call her Andrea just to leave.
I was going to say Samson.
Oh, I like Samson. Let's go with Samson. Samson is a girl who I've known since I was in 3rd grade.
Yeah.
She's always been a good friend of mine. And
chill as fuck.
Yeah, we were eating. I think we probably got McDonald's before and after.
I'm pretty sure we ate food at our house.
We might have eaten it. Okay, fine.
And we drove her to get sushi.
Samson wanted sushi, which is fine. She's always been a sushi fiend. I knew it was coming. And wow, holy shit. I want you guys to imagine Tyler drives a blue Dodge Charger. I'm just trying to get you the full experience.
And was this 2016?
Yeah.
This was shortly after I had gotten my license.
I think, yeah. Tyler is in the driver's seat. I am in the passenger seat.
Boop.
Cut that out.
You're an idiot.
Samson is in the back behind the driver. And Tyler had pulled into the parking lot.
Oh, I hope you remember a very important part of this story.
I hope so.
Okay.
And cut me off if I don't.
Okay.
He had pulled into the parking spot, which was up against a main fucking road. Okay.
Very busy main road.
Very busy main road. Just up one of those hills. There's a sidewalk between.
Like a many laned road.
Yeah. There's mulch on the fucking on the hill.
Is there even mulch?
Or something like that. One of those. I'm just kind of trying to.
A very small shrub, not the type of shrub that would stop you in GTA. The type that you would just phase through.
Yes, one of those. Well. Tyler pulls in the spot. He's like, all right, Samson, go ahead, grab your sushi. And she's like, great. And she goes to open the door. She's like, the child lock is on.
Ah, yes, the infamous child lock that is still broken on that car
it's broken.
5 years later.
It's not like Tyler turned on the child lock. It just happened to be there. And he was like, oh, no worries. I'll let you out. Tyler gets out of the car, opens the door for her. But, hey, guys, you know what he didn't fucking do? Was put the car in park.
See, my intention.
So I start rolling down the hill. We didn't get very far. Tyler was very quick on his feet. I'll give him that. But we got 3 feet down this hill, and I was like, ah! And Samson is stuck in this car. I can't get out. At least I could have gotten out if I needed to, but I was just so bewildered that the car was not in park and that I was rolling down a hill.
Mind you, Samson was in the side of the car that would have been hit by traffic.
Absolutely. So that would have just I just have never pulled into a parking spot and not put the car in park. Especially when there's other teenagers.
Here's the thing.
At risk.
I'm sorry. If Samson had died, I would have also been sorry.
Probably more sorry.
I learned my lesson eventually. I'm still bad at driving sometimes.
Yeah, you know what?
But
I've
gotten what?
Navigating.
Oh, are you? Yeah, you fucking stupid ass. So first, I park at a sushi place and just keep my foot on the gas because I'm a brainless dumb fuck
Stupid
who's
fuck.
just graduated high school and only just got his fucking driver's license. and just almost let this fucking nice car that has very like no dings in it, almost let it, drive into the street and then kill our friend in it.
Would have been dope.
Would have been dope. Then we get to the Panic at the Disco concert.
Which I'll go back to in a minute because I have a story to tell. But
I park fine.
yes, the car does not roll away.
It does not roll away. I park it. We go in the concert. Enjoy the Death of a Bachelor tour.
It was fucking awesome.
Fucking
everybody.
supreme.
Listen, even if you don't like Panic at the Disco's music, if you have a chance to see them live, go see them.
I don't know why you would like it if you didn't like their music.
No, you would. It's just a great show. It's a great show.
Fine. Fucking great. Brendan Urie's a fucking awesome guy.
Kind of like I saw 30 Seconds to Mars live, and I don't even like their music, but the show is fucking amazing.
Who are the other two? Was Saint Motel there?
Saint Motel and Mr. Wives.
Mr. Wives.
A couple of my favorite bands.
All great bands.
Yeah.
Concert's great. We hang back a little bit, take some pictures, fuck around.
Whatever it be.
We get on our way home. I'm like, Logan insists on being in the front seat because he's a fucking
That's my thing.
asshole.
I'll sit in the back, y'all.
Logan will stamp and pout. If
I
he
would
does not
literally
get the
walk home.
fucking
I
passenger
would have walked
seat.
home from anywhere.
You're a fool.
So.
Nice. You walked home from McDonald's that one time because you wouldn't get the front seat.
Dang.
Why?
Hey man, I'm a bitch. I know it.
Like, speaking of McDonald's and front seats, but back to the Panic at the Disco concert. Yes, we're navigating home from where the hell is that? Where the hell is the Palace? Was that the Palace?
Yeah. It's
Where is
just
that?
off of I-75, Baldwin Road. Or Jocelyn Road, I mean. I know it's Baldwin.
Like the one time that I drove there, so I don't even remember where the hell it was. Off of Joslin, that makes sense.
It's like right off the expressway.
I-75 is fucking closed because fuck you. We don't want to clog up I-75 with a million emo kids.
Yeah, we knew it was going to happen.
It's like, great, okay.
wanted
So
Donald's.
we have to figure out how to get home without taking the freeway.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so Logan, navigate for me. Okay, Tyler, I'll navigate for you. All right. I'm not watching what he's doing. He's just looking at his phone. I'm like, okay, he's telling me where to go. We're going down a fucking side street or something. And he's like, okay, now get on this road, turn right. I'm like, okay. I fucking get on this big ass 1-lane highway and
No. 6-lane highway.
I'm sorry. No.
One way.
6-lane one-way highway, and I see 100 sets of headlights coming towards us. And I'm like,
funny.
fuck! I fucking veer the right way and start zooming away to make sure they don't fucking run into my
I've never
ass.
seen Tyler move so fast in his life.
That is the listen,
Even faster than when Samson only got killed.
twice that night I had to save people's lives inside of my car.
Once was your fault.
I know,
Once was mine.
but like, what a stressful night for me.
But then, did we ever find out why it happened?
Yes, Logan. We eventually, I think while we were driving, no,
It was immediately after.
No, before this is why I remember who else was with us. When we get onto the one-way highway, she said as we got on, she's like, didn't that say like one way or some shit? I'm like, huh? And these fucking headlights are coming at us. I'm like, ah! So we fucking turn and we start going. I'm like, Jesus Christ, Logan. Why the fuck did Google Maps tell you to do that or some shit? He's like, I don't know. I'm just looking at the map. I'm like, what the fuck do you mean? I don't remember if I looked while I was driving or if when we parked I looked. Logan doesn't have a route pulled up. He's just looking at the map and guessing where we're supposed to go.
Lines. We're just looking at the lines.
What?
'Cause I knew I was supposed to get us like sort of to where we were like trying to go.
What?
And I was like, oh well, we're going like east or whatever. So I was just like, oh, turn left, turn right, turn left.
You can
turn
only
right.
do that when you know how roads work.
I
And
thought
you
I
were a
knew.
freaking 16-year-old
I
dumbass.
didn't know that there were one-way roads. Now I do.
Oh my God. Pull up a route, man. I was fucking livid with you.
Yeah, it was
Logan.
great. It's funny.
Like, I killed, like, I was going to kill Samson by accident. Logan almost killed all of us, like, semi by accident.
Do you know what's funny is
What?
like I always whenever we talk about this, and I would love to be one of the people that was driving toward us. Imagine what they thought. Like, oh my God, like they were probably scared almost as bad as
here's
us.
what's going to happen. If I were going down a freeway or an expressway and I saw a car suddenly coming at me on the the wrong way,
Yikes.
I'd be like, holy fuck. They were probably all like, hey, they had their foot on the fucking brake. They were ready to do it. And we fucking turned around because I had I had like instant reaction. I was like,
one
nope!
less lane and you would have been in the grass turning around. Like we were right on the curb too.
Oh,
when
yeah.
you were, it was crazy.
Fuck yeah! I had to. I'm like, whore,
bro. But okay, the
you
best.
bastard.
I know, but I made up for it with the comedy at the concert.
I just want to make sure we're clear. You were angry as fuck at me for almost letting the car drive itself into traffic.
Yes.
I was pissed at you for yelling at me not hours before and then immediately trying to kill all of us.
Yeah, I'm sorry, man. But also,
I forgive you.
Thank you.
If we both died, I would have tracked you down in whatever afterlife we went to, and I would
Hell.
have kicked the shit out of you.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Continue with whatever happened to you at the concert.
No, it was just, this is potentially, I think it might be one of the best things that's ever happened to me in my life. Because this is how I remember the date of the Panic at the Disco concert.
Incredible.
We're sitting in like our upper bowl seats, whatever. And I'm sitting next to like Tyler and like Lauren's on the other side of me eventually when she gets there, whatever. Well, I hear this arguing behind me and they're like, no, it's today. No, it's next week. And I was like, what the fuck?
Oh no.
And I'm the kind of person that just like, I don't give a fuck. Just like, that's it. I don't give a fuck. So I turned on, I'm like, what are you guys talking about? Because like they seemed like they were about our age and like they were going to be kind of cool. And they're like, no, we're arguing because I'm pretty sure today is SpongeBob's birthday. And I was like, what? And his buddy's like, no.
How dare you say that right after I take a drink of water?
Sorry.
I just choked.
And I was like, how do you know that? He's like, no, I just remember because, he had that driver's license in the show that they showed like once. And his buddy's like, no, dude, I'm telling you, it's like in September or whatever. I don't know what his argument was.
Who gives a fuck?
And I was like, here's the deal, boys. I can make this real easy for you. I pull out my wallet. And yes, everybody, I had SpongeBob SquarePants driver's license in my wallet. And I said, it's today, July 14th. And these two people have never, I'm sure they have never experienced such shock. That one of the guy that thought that was wrong, he was speechless. And the other guy was just like, oh, I think he asked me if I was God or something. I ended up getting a Snapchat and he ended up being really annoying later. So like I didn't talk to him anymore.
Damn. Well, he sounds like he's annoying.
Yeah. He was just like, wow. And they like kept trying to talk to us during the concert just because they thought I was cool, which like fine. But now I carry the SpongeBob SquarePants driver's license everywhere I go because who knows when you're going to need it. Nobody knows. So that was the best thing that's ever happened to me. Period.
Those are clues that there is some sort of God.
There is a higher power,
and
everybody.
he only uses his powers to do things that are funny.
Yes, like that. Holy shit. So needless to say, I think the best just like whole day that we've ever shared, one of them has got to be the Panic at the Disco concert, just for 5 or 6 different reasons.
Insanity.
Because that was both of our first concert. I know it was mine.
It was my I'd never been to a concert.
Yeah.
That was one of 3 concerts that I've been to.
Oh, well, that's boring.
I went to Panic again, and then I went to Cage the Elephant with you, and they were all with you.
Well, oh yeah, dude, that was fun.
Oh,
Dude,
they were all fun.
Look, I'm fun to take.
I wasn't too big on the Cage the Elephant because we were sitting in the sun, and I didn't have any water.
Dude, it was fucking hot.
Not as hot as it is right now, though.
I mean, yeah, but we were in the sun, and I remember Lauren was like, I'm going to go grab a water. Do you want one? I was like, because they were like $5 because we were like a fucking concert venue. I was like, do you want to split one? And she was like, yeah, good idea. Like the fucking water. Like fucking water.
My prominent memory from that concert is your other friend getting up like multiple times to go play Pokemon Go.
Oh, yeah.
And then coming back and saying that he saw somebody doing cocaine in the bathroom.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that.
Guys, I was just trying to catch a fucking Caterpie. But I saw these guys doing lines in the bathroom. What?
Oh, man.
Did you bring some back for us?
Yeah, I think we asked him that, too. And he was like, oh, yeah. And then he like dropped it or whatever. And then we all got high on
dropped
accident.
it. Oh, yeah, for sure.
Did you not go to One Republic with us?
No.
Oh,
I would remember that. I like One Republic.
It was a good concert. Dude, there's something about singing Counting Stars with like 150 people right around you.
That
plus
song
all the
is
people
a I'm trying to sound smart, but it's just a beautiful song.
It's just perfect.
I love
and
that
everybody knows it, and it just brings people together. And that was one of my favorite experiences, was just singing Counting Stars with all these people that I've never fucking met.
Fuck
like,
yeah.
We'll be counting
We are
stars.
all counting stars.
Yes.
We are all one people.
I think on that note, we'll start to wrap up. But I said I was going to circle back to the movies.
I think we want to start talking about just to get a goddamn structure for this horse shit show we do. I think at the end we're gonna start doing. Maybe we'll think of a name for it, but we'll start doing a little pop culture corner where we talk about kind of the shit that we've been into every couple weeks, every fortnight, if you will.
Yes, I'm going to
go ahead.
I'm going to lead with every week, I guess every 2 weeks. I'm going to recommend a song that I've been listening to and a movie that I think everyone should watch. And I've already thought about it today. 21 Pilots just released their new album, Scaled and Icy.
I got a notification for that.
It was... I'm going to leave the opinions up to everybody. I have my opinions about it that we can talk about next week after you've hopefully listened to the song I'm going to recommend. But I think, other than there's a couple singles that they released from it that were pretty good. One of them kind of sucked. But there's a song on there called Bounce Man, Bounce, Man. And it just makes me uncontrollably happy.
Damn.
I don't know what it is. It's just so the word that's coming to my mind is it's just kind of cute, but it's not. It's just you just listen to it, you're like, yeah, okay, and you can bounce with it. It's crazy. So check out Bounce Man by 21 Pilots. And then I did mention I'm into Letterboxd. Follow me, I'll say again, at Stuffy Muffin, STUFYMUFIN if you use it.
Stuffy Muffin.
Highly recommend Stuffy Muffin. But the movie that I've been thinking a lot about the past few days is, if you haven't seen it, on Netflix with Tom Holland and Robert Pattinson, is The Devil All the Time. That movie, I just rewatched it again last night. And I'm not huge into rewatching movies other than the ones that I think are just fucking awesome. The Devil All the Time has some of the best performances. I think it's Tom Holland's best performance, period. And I just watched Cherry, and I think that this was better. The Devil All the Time is a Netflix original. It's on Netflix, obviously, so you can watch it there. Mm-hmm. It's about 2.5 hours, so it's kind of long, but it's just the stories and the characters are interwoven so well together, and it's just so fucking gritty. They're ready to just fucking surprise you around every corner.
Damn.
That I'm just, if you haven't seen it, Tyler, you gotta fucking watch it. But anybody listening, Lauren, I know your trick ass has not seen it yet. Get on it. Anybody else who's not seen The Devil All the Time, please watch it before the next episode when I recommend something else.
I'll have to watch it because I very rarely rewatch shit.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I very rarely get into new shit especially on Netflix. I always see Netflix originals and I'm like, whatever.
We can watch it. I didn't finish it when I rewatched it last night. I'm happy to start it over.
Fucking watch it.
I don't mind, dude. We don't have to do it tonight.
It sounds good. I have
awesome.
lots of movie recommendations that people give me, and I've barely watched any of them. Because
Get Letterboxd. You can put a watch list and a diary of when you watch stuff and review stuff.
I could watch The Departed, or I could watch Death Note again.
The Departed's great, but that's not my rec for this week. My rec for this week is The Devil All the Time. Maybe next week it'll be The Departed though, because that movie's fucking awesome.
Departed's good.
Yeah.
Apparently, never watched it.
Great. Yes.
I'll give my recommendations.
Let's hear it.
I guess we'll do recommendations.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, I guess it is a recommendation.
Yeah. I don't want to review stuff because then I think it.
There's no reason to like the stuff that we talk about. I'm going to talk about Invincible for a little bit.
Yeah.
It's impossible to go over that show in depth. You should just watch this. So basically, if you like superheroes but you're tired of the superhero genre, there's a couple of shows that have come out that are really good at taking apart the superhero genre.
Yes.
I will say the 3 most recent shows besides Invincible are Umbrella Academy, which is based off of a comic series. The Boys, which is based off of a comic series. Umbrella Academy is a Netflix original. It's got 2 seasons. The Boys has 2 seasons out on Amazon Prime. And the Harley Quinn show.
Oh, yeah.
Harley Quinn. I think that's got 2 seasons. 2 seasons.
They have approved it for 2 more, though, I believe.
Yeah, I was going to Umbrella Academy, The Boys, and Harley Quinn all have at least another season coming out.
On the docket, yeah.
They're all great at being yeah, superheroes, stupid, right? But also awesome.
Yeah.
And this is basically what Invincible does. So it just fucking Invincible is very good at world building. Mm-hmm. I'll say it's based off a comic series by the same guy that did The Walking Dead.
Yeah, Robert Kirkman.
Kirkman, thank you. It's gory and gritty as all fuck. It's human. It's got awesome fucking characters. Mm-hmm.
I think that's the best part was the character development.
The characters are all of the characters the bad guys. You want to love all of the bad guys.
Oh yeah, they're dope.
One of the bad guys, I'll tie into the music that I've been listening to recently. there's this pair of bad guys that every time they're on screen, fucking Run the Jewels plays, and it made me want to get back into Run the Jewels. Yeah. And I don't even listen to like rap or anything like that. But these fucking guys are like super smart and just like they're always fucking around, fucking shit up. And it's always Run the Jewels. It's always a new Run the Jewels song playing. And I didn't notice till the end on like the last fight they were in. It was another Run the Jewels song. I'm like, fucking playing Run the Jewels song a lot in this show. Oh, it's every time these guys are on screen. Yeah. But this show, the animation is great. The fight scenes are awesome. The characters are awesome. The plot is like way better than you think it'll be in the beginning. Logan told me himself the first episode. Did you recommend it to me? Isn't that what had happened?
Yes.
You told me to watch it. Marty watched it first. He told me like a month ago. He was like, "You watch Invincible?" I'm like, no. Heard about it. Looks okay. And then Logan watches episode 1 and he's like, "Tyler, this fucking show, like you watch it and it seems like it's just like okay, but then at the end it's like holy fuck.
There's one got.
It has one got. And it's at the beginning of the show."
I think we need to establish before you continue the way that Tyler and I rate movies or shows. I guess not necessarily rate, but the way
we talked about it in the episode 3 that we didn't post, right?
Oh yes,
about
that was
gots.
Number 3.
Okay.
So a got is something that because I really like to dissect movies or TV shows before they happen, and Tyler also likes to do that, and I hate to tear you down, but he's just not as good at it as I am. Or it doesn't happen as frequently.
I'm more focused on experiencing the show. I'm bad at critical thinking when I'm watching shows and movies.
Which is fine, because like you should just be able to enjoy
even the shit tier Disney twist villains. They give you the twist villain. I'm like, oh, I didn't see that coming. It's kind of lame, but yeah, I didn't think of that because I'm just like, I don't give a fuck.
That's
I'm just
my
watching the movie.
So when something gets me, or when something gets us, it's more like it. There's one got. So then like there's this movie called I See You that had like 5 gots, which is fucking astronomical. It has never happened before.
Another recommendation.
Yes, I guess we got 2 this one. I See You is a great thriller. So if you ever hear Tyler and I refer to something as a got, oh, I had 1 got or I had 2 gots, like, you know it's going to get you. Anyway, continue about Invincible. Sorry.
Well, yeah, I wasn't going to go on too much longer about it, but I would say if you like the superhero genre and you're tired of maybe you think the Marvel movies are repetitive or the DC movies are like poorly written or or the opposite even, if you thought Birds of Prey was dumb and fucking I don't know, Endgame was like obvious and full of like nonsense and whatever. Invincible, just like I will say again, all four of these shows are like this like quartet of. Logan is leaving the room.
It's just fucking hot in here.
Oh. I highly recommend if you love superheroes, but you're tired of the main movie installments in the genre by DC Comics and Marvel. I highly recommend watching Umbrella Academy on Netflix, The Boys on Amazon Prime, Harley Quinn it's on HBO now?
Yeah, yes.
And
it's actually picked up as a Max original, I believe.
Cool. And absolutely positively, it's 1 season right now. It has the potential. It has like over 100 comic issues. The Robert Kirkman said that they had potentially.
I have the numbers for you.
They could do like 10 seasons, at least.
Season 1 went through the first 12 issues of the comics, and there's 144 total, and he's still writing them. So he said, his words were, it could go on for at least 10 more seasons.
Hell yes.
Which cool. I'm into it.
If you like great voice acting, great character development, great music, great animation, great fight scenes, great tons of gore.
Yeah,
it's got gore. If you like The Boys, it's got that same like just destroying everything, except it's animated, so they can get away with even more, just destroying people and exploding shit. Boop. It's the boop.
All right, we'll come back to the boop once you've all watched the show.
Yeah, I'm gonna actually cut that out. I don't want somebody to see it boop every time they fucking watch the show and be like, oh, is this the boop? And it's a shame because that joke was funny, but I'm gonna cut this all out. But like, yeah, absolutely watch Invincible. It's everything about it is great. I could not possibly change a single freaking thing about it. Every single it subverts like everything. It's fucking awesome.
Cool.
Yeah.
That's our little pop culture corner. If you do end up indulging in Bounce Man, Run the Jewels, The Devil All the Time, any of these various TV shows Tyler's mentioned, please let us know what you think. We'd love to share your thoughts next time we have a pop culture corner. or not.
We are not calling it that.
No.
I have to think of a name.
No, I just think it's funny because it sounds like we're 6.
Pop Culture Corner.
Pop Culture Corner. Yeah, no,
Dude.
we'd love to.
This week on Pop Culture Corner.
Fuck you. We'd love to be able to share your insight. We want you guys to be a part of this as much as we are.
Yeah.
I think that was the biggest feedback that we got is it's more just like Tyler and I talking, which is like what it is. But please feel free to give your feedback. Give us topics that you want us to talk about. If you have any news that, like, we haven't heard yet, fill us the fuck in, man.
Yeah, like, and please, not just our friends. Like, if you, we are but a small, feeble podcast.
Yes.
If you're watching this and you're like, oh, these guys aren't gonna freaking answer me, dude, leave a comment somewhere. We'll figure out. We'll find it.
I will probably text you back in 3 minutes.
Guy in Germany, send us something in German, or if you speak English, preferably. But if I'll translate whatever.
We got
you
Google
say.
Translate.
We're gonna figure it out.
I don't know. The problem is if he doesn't speak English, he won't do it because he doesn't.
I guess I assume if it's somebody in Germany that's listening to the entire podcast, he's probably not like, oh, I'm going to listen to this podcast that I can't understand. That was
but he wouldn't say it
awful
like
German
that.
accent. No, he would say it in German.
Yes, Das
Das Podcast.
Yeah. Das
Ah, ja, Das Podcast. Wiener Schnitzel. I can be racist to Europeans because they're also white.
Well, go ahead and close
Christ.
this out, my man.
All right. I didn't actually rehearse anything.
Oh, fuck you.
Thank you so much for listening to episode 3 of Oddspeed, or if you will, Hot Speed.
Yeah, today's hot speed. I'm fucking sweating.
Catch us next time when it's 100 degrees and we're just melting like ice cream.
Like that fucking deep fried Oreo.
Subscribe, follow, turn on notifications. Based on whatever app you listen to us on. If you're on Apple Podcast, leave us a review, please.
Please.
I'd love to see, especially write something.
Unless it's gonna be 1 star, then
Like
please
you're
don't.
like you're not. I know
Text
when
us
you're in
instead.
school and they're like, you don't have to write anything. You're just like, well, I'm not gonna write anything. Come on, say something. Be like, these guys are stupid. Tell us
Fine.
something.
I'd love for you to tell us.
Logan's annoying. I hate his candy tastes.
It's true. I also hate my candy.
Logan's a liar. That guy's not in that movie.
Fuck you.
That guy's not in that movie, and he doesn't go to jail. Oh wait, no, he does. But yeah, thank you for listening to Oddspeed, and Oddspeed to all of you. Yes. My name is Tyler.
My name is Logan.
Have a good night, everybody.
Bye,
Good night,
Thank
San
you for
Francisco.
coming back. Yep.
Bye.